Hi and welcome to this DCP web tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to batch process videos using Magix Movie Edit Pro Plus 2020. Okay, so if you can see on my desktop, I've got this folder, and inside this folder, I've created 3 example project files. So I've just created these in order to show you how to do batch processing. So each project contains a video, a still image, a couple of videos, and then the original make file for Magix. So this is the file that we're going to use to batch process. And I've got 3 different ones here, right? There's 3 different files here. So if I close this and open up Magix Movie Edit Pro Plus 2020, so I'm using the latest version. And when we open up this software, the first thing it's going to assume is that we want to create a new project. So you'll see this window here. I'm going to close the button here, close it, because we don't want to create a new project, we're in a batch process. So I'll go to File, and I'm going to go to Batch Conversion here. When I click Batch Conversion, you get a few different options here, and we want to convert multiple videos. So select any project, film or video file for batch conversion. So I'm going to click on this, and automatically it's going to open up. Normally it will go to your desktop or to your last project file. I'm going to go to my desktop, go into that folder, and then go into this subfolder and select this file here and click open, and then I'm going to click add files here, and I'm going to go back a directory and go to the second project and select that file and click open and repeat that one more time. I'll go back a directory, go into project 3 and select this one as well and click open. So I've got 3 files here. Now what you need to be careful is you can see the bottom one selected. What you must do is make sure all 3 of them are selected. So just left click and drag or hold down the shift key and click and make sure all 3 of these are blue. All 3 must be blue and highlighted. Now you can decide what sort of file format you want to convert to. So you can click in the drop down and you can select MPEG 4, Windows Media, you can do an AVI, it's up to you whichever file format. I'm just going to stick with the default Windows Media file format, and I'm going to click Advanced Settings. It's going to ask me, do I want to specify where I want to save the file? So I want to give it a file name and a folder. You don't have to do that. You can just say specify folder or specify file name and folder. I'll click this one because I want to store it in a specific place. So what we'll do first of all is just do the settings. So I want to export it at 1920 by 1080. I'm going to select the frame rate as 29.97, and normally I click on advanced in here, and in the bitrate quality for this I'll set it to 90 and click OK. So this is for Windows Media format. If you're doing MPEG 4, then it'll be a different set of settings. It really depends. Normally I just do Windows Media format. It's a smaller file than MPEG 4, so it uploads to YouTube a lot quicker. And the quality is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's as good as MPEG 4, but it's pretty good. It's good enough for doing like YouTube videos and stuff like that. If you want to do like really high quality video content, then I would suggest use MPEG 4, but Windows Media works pretty well for me in terms of YouTube. I'm going to click on this little folder icon here. I'm just going to click on this PC and then desktop and click save. So I'm going to save all of the exported files to my desktop. That's where I normally save them. I'm going to click this option here. To be fair, I always tick it, but I don't think you really need to. I think if your original source content is pretty good, then anti-interlace filter, suppress flickering, I don't think you're really going to have any problems with that. So all we need to do is click OK now. You can click calculate video effects on GPU, so on the graphics processor. So if you've got any effects in your video content like transitions or particle effects or any sort of effects, then you may want to tick that so that those effects are calculated on the GPU rather than the CPU, which should speed up the rendering. Let's go ahead and click OK, and you're good to go. All you got to do is click Start Processing. So I'm going to click that button, and the video content that I've got is going to process pretty quick. They're quite small file sizes, to be fair. I made the videos quite short, so what I'll do is pause this video and then we can see the final compressed or completed video content on my desktop once it's completed. So you can see each one's going to take around a minute to complete. Okay, so Magix is finalizing the 3rd video. You can see at the top it says mixing down 3 of 3. So it's almost finished all of the videos. It's getting very close to the last one here. So we'll let this finish, and then once it's finished it will tell you export successful. If there's any reason there's any errors, it will show it in here. I've never really seen any errors, but it will report them in here if there's any errors on the export. Sometimes if your computer if it reboots for whatever reason, or it crashes or some issue with your machine, then it will show an export error here. Or if you're, up to be fair, I've hardly ever seen that happen. Maybe once I think I've seen an export error. It's normally always successful. So we'll go ahead and click OK and minimize, and now you can see all 3 video clips on my desktop, and they've been edited together. And you could have gone away and done other jobs. So when Magix is doing that batch processing, you can minimize the whole window. You can go and do other work while it's doing your exporting. And here you can see all 3 videos. So let's actually watch them. Let's click on the first one and see what it looks like. I haven't actually added any audio. All of these videos that I'm going to show you today, they've all been created, like all of the animation work, like this planet and stuff like this. I've done tutorials on how to create this planet in Blender. You can go and watch this video and it will show you how to make this planet in Blender. And in theory, it should go straight to the next video. Let's see what happens. Here's the next one. It's going to play in sequence. So this is another video that I created using Blender 3D animation software. So if you want to go and work out or see how to do this, you can find this tutorial on my YouTube channel. Go to my playlist and click on the Blender video tutorials, and you'll see that video there as well on how to create that animation sequence. And this is the final one, and this is kind of this like little UFO thing I did in Blender as well. So all 3 of these were Blender sort of themed. It's like a little UFO thing I've done in Blender, and then you can see the subscribe, and this I made in actually Photoshop. So here you can see all 3 videos. They're all on my desktop. Now normally what I'll do is open up this folder, go to the project file, and I'll drag and drop this one into here because it will be the completed project, and I'll label it correctly, give it a sensible name, and then I'll go here and just drag and drop this one in, and then finally drag and drop this one into the 3rd folder. Then they're all organized together. I know which is the original file. This is the original, actually this will be the original file, and this will be the finalized file because it's got WMV there, right? Windows Media Video. That's the file format we just exported in. So that's how you go about doing batch processing using Magix Movie Edit Pro Plus 2020. So if you've got loads of videos and you want to sequence and batch process them all in one go, that's how you go about doing that using this particular software. So I hope you find that tutorial useful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next DCP Word tutorial.